Hi everybody, in this video I will talk about how to filter data in a list. So you can type what the text you want to search, and it will return to the list of a specific object that you search for, which contains the name as you type. So this is used in reality because you want to search for a phone or search for contact, etc. So let's start with the previous lesson. In the own schema we have then we have some function for to do. So if you want to filter to do list, we have the input parameter is the search text. So when user type a text, it will search the name of to do list which contain the data inside this. So we do similarly with the previous function. We can get the overall object of to-do list, then filter, then call the function filter. So inside the function filter we have some expression. It means that name contain this is called the NS predicate, and C means that case insensitive or not important, uppercase or lowercase. So the search text here is like you search with like percent in SQL language. So the filter to do list here we return to the filter to do list if successful, and return to error if fail. So you use name contain, C mean case insensitive. So you import this function to this file to use it to do list component. So the text input here, you import the text input, and now you add a search name. Search name mean that the search text you type it to the search text input. So you have to bind the text input up searching to this state by using this. After you type your text on change text, it will update to search name. You can update to the state search name. So the input parameter of the text input will become the search name and the placeholder you see. So after the text change, the filter to do list has been called, and we then set the new state of to do list to the filter to do list when you type. So it will automatically update when it finishes to set the new to do list, the new state of to do list. If it is full, the to do list will return to a blank or a blank array. Okay, any other? So we can style the text input in the style object here. We add more here. Text input. We add the width, height, margin, and border color and border width for the text input for searching. And after refresh and reload, so here is the search text. And firstly, you need to create some to-do list tasks. Some to-do list we add here. Some to-do list. For example, learn programming language with new technology, and press save. So we can add many to here. We can add many tests or to-do list to here, which contain some of the same string. And you can add learn, for example, how to make your videos. All right. So the learn has the same string learn in two record. So make your food, for for example. So we have multiple tests here, and you can search by learn. So two record has two record has learn or contains a learn text, and learn pro and pro A, no, and programming, yes. So it is very convenient when you want to search for a long list, a long list of your contacts, a long list of your employee and your student. Okay, so the to-do list has many to-dos. So inside the to-do list we have an array to-dos to point to contain the to-dos. Then after you delete this or on you insert to this, there are some specification. So if you want to add an array to a to-do list, how you can do this? We define a function to add to-dos to a to-do list, and then you can add some to-dos or an array of to-dos to an existing to-do list. So this can be done if we want to add multiple objects inside the to-dos. So firstly, we have to search for the to-do list, which has a primary key is to-do list ID, and after that you add by using the push function. But in this case, the new to-dos is an array, so you have to loop the array and then push and push the object inside the to-dos list. Yes, so you add an array to to-do list to a real database. So you push each element inside the array to the to-dos array. Oh, quite simple. So what about delete? We have some problems with delete function because it relates to the to-do, so you have to delete the to-do answer. So if you delete to-do list, you have to delete to-dos of to-do list or the children of to-do list. Yes, so you can call this to delete to-do list, the to-dos of to-do list as so. And the same, when you delete all the to-do list, you have to search for all of the to-dos of the to-do list inside this, and you can delete this one by one by delete. So for simple to see, you can separate this to an object named each to-do list. So copy this each to-do list and paste to here, and then we delete the to-dos of each to-do list. Yes, so any object that relating to the to-do list has been removed. I import the insert to-do list here inside the to-do list component, and the on press item. When you press to this button, you can fetch you can fetch a function by calling insert to do list. So with the input parameter is the specific ID, and we have some fake to-dos with name and done state, phones, true, and you can add some the name, make Reactnative tutorial in Dream, make React tutorial in high order component, etc. And it is, if it successful, it alert to the screen that added fake to do to database, and shows the error otherwise. So okay, that let's run fake reload. Yes, and after you click into this only one time, the alert show you here. It means that in the database we already have 1, 2, 3 object. So for sure you can create a function to get the to-do list from a to-do list ID to check again by The input parameter here is to-do list ID, and from the to-do list ID you can add the to-dos that derive from this to-do list by searching for the object of primary key is to-do list, and resolve or return to the to-dos of the to-do list. So copy this, and then we comment out this code line and replace by replace by get to-dos from to-do list ID. Yes, and the first to-do list we display to the screen. Remember to convert to string by using JSON stringify function. Okay, so if you can show the data from database. Okay, so let's click to this, but you need to stop the application to run again to ensure that the database has been updated or changed. Yes, okay, we see that the first to do we get from the database when you shut down your application, so it will be saved to the database when when the application not run. Okay, so it is the end of my lesson today about how to filter data and how to work with one-to-many relationship in realm of React Native. Thanks so much. You can download code here and subscribe to my channel for more video. Bye bye.